Hello there, welcome to Rhinet Chapter 2, the first full moon update. Today we're going to have 60 seconds in Best Intentions. At the end, I'll put the 5-minute monthly vibe meditation, which will also live as its own video, but if you'd like to just watch through and practice at the end, you can. And perhaps most importantly, we have the Kart Golf Beta 1.0 update, overview, scope, outline. Let's hit it. I have updated Kart Golf to its initial beta form. When you log in now, you load directly into an actual golf course that, again, it's LiDAR data that I've taken for an actual 18-hole golf course. Much more wide open, much gentler to drive around if that's what you're looking for, but I've also added a few jumps here and there to try to test your VR legs and test your stomach. I've added some really big hole markers so that you can keep your bearings and go and drive around and familiarize yourself with this area. And to the side you'll see the sort of tunnel stalls that you can drive into to go and load into the same previous little scenes that have existed in the Kart Golf Alpha. If you want to go and preview those, you can, but most of the good stuff now is just going to be directly into this beta course. There's going to be the 3 primary NPCs that'll inhabit this course. You have the Marshal, the Greenskeeper, and the Groundhog. The Groundhog we haven't really seen yet. He's in the works, but the interesting point will be that the Groundhog will leave groundhog holes. And around groundhog holes you will find mushrooms. And if you collect these mushrooms, you will shrink down to a size appropriate to drive into this groundhog hole, which is going to be a whole new mini game. You're going to drive these sort of subterranean groundhog tunnels as a mini kart, a fun sort of arcade style romp in these tunnels, and then you get spit out somewhere else on the course, and it's almost like a transportation system around the course through these tunnels, which I think will be pretty compelling. Additionally to the beta scope, we're going to have 3 different plants and 3 different animals outside of the primary NPCs. So mushrooms that will, again, shrink the player, flowers that you can collect, and if you basically collect and give to the Marshal or the Greenskeeper, you'll kind of be able to win favor with them, and weeds. And if you collect the weeds and then you turn them in at the Greenskeeper's shack, you'll get to raise your course reputation, which can be used in all sorts of different fun ways. As far as critters go, we're going to have blue jays, which basically will just flutter around the trees, mostly surrounding the player, but they'll be incentivized to actually go and pluck the flowers, and then as they fly will dynamically spread the seeds of the flowers and hopefully result in kind of an interesting natural sort of ecosystem dispersion of flowers. There's going to be bunnies, which eat the weeds, so you want to encourage bunnies somehow to be able to eat the weeds, and coyotes, and the coyotes will eat the bunnies. And so if you have too many coyotes, they'll eat the bunnies and the weeds will get out of control, and it kind of just introduces this preliminary sort of ecosystem type balance to things that I think will be fun to see evolve and play around with while you're also sort of tooting around playing golf and driving the cart. So that's the primary scope. That's the beta. 3 carts, 4 playable holes, 6 unlockable power levels for each cart, 2 playable modes, big ball and regular ball, 3 flora, 3 fauna, and come play. Let's get into it and have a blast playing the Kart Golf Beta. Can't wait to see you in there, and please come subscribe, be a Rhinet member, and come have some fun playing in this world. So that's the Kart Golf Beta scope. Oh, little birdie. Next, let's just jump right into 60 seconds in Best Intentions. We're gonna do 60 seconds in Best Intentions. So I need my hotspot turned on, my laptop, and start recording now. I'm gonna go to Best intentions, we can go ahead and log in with Google, and there we go, hide these controls, we'll see that again. My best intentions are to successfully film this 60 seconds in best intentions, get into the right mindset for the monthly vibe meditation I'm about to film, and show off the simple formatting that best intentions can do for both bold and italics in the response. So what I have set up is a sentiment analysis that then generates the color for the background. So this is telling me it's gonna be a nice green color. And I've done some prompting to the LLM to format its response with the right symbols around what's supposed to be in italics and what's supposed to be in bold, and then a simple sort of parsing formula on the other end to decode it. So it says, hello, I'm thrilled that you're preparing for your monthly vibe meditation. Let's get into the right mindset together. First, take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel calm and centered in italics. Reflect on how you want this meditation to resonate with your audience. What intention in bold do you want to convey? To enhance your focus, I suggest visualizing the energy you want to share. Picture it flowing through you, amplifying your message in bold and vibes in italics. As you prepare, remember that clarity is essential. Think about the key points you want to highlight and how you can present them with confidence. Now let's set a small action step. How about you take 5 minutes to jot down your thoughts and intentions? This will help you feel grounded and ready. You're going to do amazing things with this meditation. Trust yourself and let your passion shine through. Keep that positive energy flowing. Pretty good response. Nice grinding in the background, so maybe I won't film the meditation now, but I'm going to do one more response. I'm going to say, thank you very much. I have indeed already taken 5 minutes to jot my thoughts down. Now I will find a quieter place in the woods to film this meditation. Say goodbye to the RyeNet members. And it thinks for a little bit, decides this sentiment is yellow, and you're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm glad you took the time to reflect. Finding a quiet spot in the woods sounds perfect for filming your meditation. Nature can be so grounding. As you prepare to film, remember to embrace the peace around you. Let it inspire your message. Trust in your preparation and let your authenticity shine through. Now as you head out, please share a warm farewell with the RyeNet members. Remember to tell them that their support is invaluable and encourage them to keep pursuing their best intentions. You're going to do wonderfully. Enjoy the experience and the beauty of the moment. Until next time, stay inspired and connected. So there you have it, 60 seconds in best intentions. Tons of stuff that I'd like to do further with this, and it's pretty effective as is. I really find a lot of benefit in the simple formatting, having some white space, some emojis, some bold, some italics, so that you can get a little bit more emphasis and a little bit more subtlety in reading back the response helps a lot. And it was a very simple thing to do, the way I prompted for the sort of extra characters surrounding those blocks of text, and then the parsing on the other end. So I'm pretty happy with how that works. And thanks for checking out 60 Seconds In. Now, we've covered Cart Golf, we've covered Best Intentions. Let's cover the Tachyon project while somebody's grinding a power tool away. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Tachyon is indeed quite delayed. They're not even giving a projection yet, but I have an idea. These skunks tearing up my yard already. I'm gonna try to show you just how bad it can be over one night, where they come and do craters all over the yard. I go out, scare them away, bang, hit stuff. They don't seem to get scared of banging. You know what does scare these skunks? A cat hissing sound, like this. Donald Duck scares the skunks. Cat hissing scares the skunks. If you ever hear raccoons getting attacked or animals fighting, that sound scares the skunks. So as I'll try to document as best as I can, but as sort of a preliminary test, I'm going to try to set up motion activated sounds that will play as these little critters try to get into the yard, and just a low volume something like that, see if it works to keep them away, and just start some prototype testing to see how I can best defend my yard from these skunks. And hopefully once the tachyon shows up and we can get actual sort of onboard computer vision and other sensors, and get all the intelligence put into it, we'll have a system that actually works to implement the AI with by then. So going to just start making progress on the tachyon project without the tachyon itself. And as it progresses, I'll make sure to keep you all in the loop. Anyways, that's that. Rhinet, Chapter 2, Full Moon Update, Strawberry Moon. Thanks so much for watching all the way to here. I hope you're having a good time and enjoying what Rhinet offers. And please feel free to always leave any comments or suggestions or anything you'd like. And yeah, shine on, you lunatics. See you next time. Hi there, welcome to our first monthly vibe. This is Root to Rise, and you're best off to watch this when you can just take 5 minutes and sit and just follow along in a nice, calm, and relaxed space. So, ideally be seated, have your feet flat on the floor or the ground, hands resting on your legs. You can take a deep breath to start. Let it all the way out. What we're going to do is visualize a cylinder around our entire body, from our bums, from where we're sitting, going all the way down to the center of the earth. Don't let it get thinner as it goes. It's got to be the full cylinder all the way down to the center of the earth, rooting us all the way down. And then when you get down to the bottom, there's thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of little roots that anchor us to the core of the earth, with that cylinder connecting us all the way down. Let's take a breath as we feel that connection grounding us down. We're going to add a second cylinder inside of this one, about 2 feet around. Again, all the way down. Visualize it to the core center of the earth, and again rooting it, thousands of little roots holding us here in place, safely anchoring us down. And a third, final cylinder, 1 foot around in the center of the other 2. Again, visualize it all the way down, not narrowing as it goes, but all the way down, firmly rooting millions of roots for this center core. These 3 tiered cores helping us visualize this center, this grounding. And then we're just going to sit here and breathe. With this connection in your mind, you have a great avenue to let any energy go. Send it down these cylinders, down this grounded pillar we've established, and let it go all the way down and just release into the core. It's amazing the power that visualization has on our energy bodies. Hold it in your head, hold it in your mind, and feel gravity pulling you straight down that cylinder, straight connected to the core of the earth. And allow any energy that you don't want right now to just shoop all the way down. It's a full moon today, strawberry moon. Perfect time to get grounded, release anything that's felt hindering or hampering in any way, and just take some moments of peace to cleanse your vibe. No need to force any false or fake positivity, but try to let any negativity, any fear, any anxiety, anything you don't want sticking around, just let it go down the pipe, all the way down. You can stay here as long as you like. Thanks for joining me on this first monthly vibe. Please, I welcome your feedback in the comments and look forward to next month's vibe. See you next time.